This is a special edition of KTSM 9 News Small Town Spotlight.
You are watching a special edition of KTSM 9 News at 5 as our Small Town Spotlight series continues tonight live from Anthony, Texas, all made possible by the fine folks over at Charlie Clark Nissan. And you're getting a 2-for-1 tonight as we will be showcasing both sides of the state line. Of course, we're talking about Anthony, Texas, as well as Anthony, New Mexico. As for our location, I mentioned we're on the Texas side.
Yeah.
We're at Roland Smoke Barbecue here in Anthony, Texas. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Morgan.
And I'm Monica Cortez, and just like Andy mentioned, yes, so it's a 2-for-1, Anthony, New Mexico, Anthony, Texas, right here at Rolling Smoke where we're at. If you go down the street, I want to say like maybe 2-3 buildings, we're already in Anthony, New Mexico. That's how close it is. So this is Texas, this is Texas side.
Yep.
New Mexico is not too far out. And I feel like this town has so much history. It is incredible. I really do. I'm really excited about this show.
Yeah, no doubt about that, especially both sides of that. And you better believe at some point tonight, I think maybe between shows 5 and 6, I don't want to get into a food coma too soon. We're going to try ourselves some barbecue
Yes,
here.
I feel like my face is going to be filled with
I know,
barbecue
right?
by the time we go into the 6 o'clock hour.
One of the cool things that they highlight a lot here at Roland Smoke Barbecue is they're either, depending on which direction you're going, they're either the first stop for some Texas barbecue or they're the last stop for some Texas barbecue. So that's something that I thought was really, really cool.
Awesome. I had this for the Super Bowl actually, last year, this year.
So you're familiar.
Yes, and it was the most incredible thing I had ever tasted. Their pulled pork, their brisket, everything. So I'm kind of starving. I didn't eat just because of it.
I know, I was the exact same way, no doubt about that. So I want to talk a little bit about the history of Anthony, and it became incorporated, an incorporated town back in 1881. This is when the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway was extended to that point. Anthony, New Mexico, of course, that is in Doña Ana County and borders the Texas side of Anthony, that is to our north. They often are considered the twin cities, though Anthony, New Mexico became incorporated back on July 1st of 2010 as a city. As of the 2020 United States Census, there were 3,671 people residing here.
Wow. So it's literally been a city for 13 years. Wow, that is incredible. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they often refer to them too as the Twin Cities. And like many of the stops I feel like that we've made along our routes, and we've gone really from far east El Paso County, now we're here to far west El Paso County, more than just a pit stop, right? There's so much more going on here than just a town that you pass by and kind of back and forth.
Right, and it has so much history, like you said, and I feel like every other town that we've been to, one of the best things that you'll see are the farms, the pecan farms.
That's right.
And I feel like Anthony is no exception. As a matter of fact, our reporter Tawny Davis took a look at one of those farms. Check it out.
Anthony is known for its pecan farms, and C&J Farms is just one of the many in this area. I was able to speak with owner Shannon Singh, who says being a family-owned business makes all the hard work worth it. Purchased by his grandfather in 1935, Shannon Singh's family started C&J Farms. The farm grows crops like pecans, cotton, and alfalfa that are sold all around the country. After studying general studies at UTEP for 2 years, Singh felt like it was his time to take reins of the farm and has not looked back since.
I saw my dad getting older, and I said, I need to stay and help him. That's the reason to help my dad out, and then I just fell in love with it. You're out here, you're your own boss, and you watch things grow.
Not only has this farm been a part for many generations, but has become a crucial staple to the community.
It provides jobs. That's probably one of the biggest things. We have a pecan house where we shell our own pecans, and we provide that service to other people.
As a farm that will soon be celebrating 90 years in the Anthony community, Singh does have plans for its future. They include hoping to pass the torch to his children so that the farm can stay a part of the family.
Yes, hopefully. My son, Shannon Singh Jr., right now he's doing some other profession, but hopefully when he retires, he'll come up here and help me.
Singh says that he plans on increasing his pecan crops over the next few years so that he could continue to provide more for this area. I'm Tawny Davis, back to you all.
Thank you so much, Tawny. Okay, Andy, I have a fun fact for you.
I love this.
Did you know that the word pecan, how do you say it? Pecan?
I said pecans.
Pecan. Okay. The word pecan is a subfamily for the indigenous word referring to pecans, walnuts, hickory nuts. I didn't know that.
I had no absolute idea. What I am becoming very, very familiar with, and I know that you see a lot of pecans here in this region, but it's really become very, very prevalent in this region, which is something I think is cool. And by the way, I love pecan flavored coffee.
Do you really?
That's something that I've found more and more of here.
Very delicious.
In the borderland.
Okay, well, have you had pecan pie?
Pecan pie?
That is my favorite.
Before I came to El Paso, it wasn't really one of my favorites, and now it's right
have
up
the
there.
true pecan.
Now that we got some real pecans out here, right?
That's amazing. Well, let's switch over a little bit to weather. And you know, it's not as hot as it was yesterday, which I'm happy to say, but I'm very interested to hear about your little rain experience.
Yeah, we're going to get meteorologist Robert Bettis in here. Robert, I actually, when we first arrived here in Anthony, I felt a couple of raindrops. I swear I'm not going crazy. I felt a couple of them.
Not crazy. You're not. And you're right, Monica. It's so much cooler today. Ha! I think we're going to make it up to about 106 today, and of course that heat advisory is still in effect. You mentioned a couple of drops on the windshield. That's what I call pinpoint showers. And I'll tell you what, I'll take a lot more pinpoint showers. In fact, tomorrow we'll upgrade that to a chance of evening thunderstorms. Joining me here at Rolling Smoke out on the patio, a fine soldier here. Leonard, nice to see you. Joyanne and Stacy. Oh, that looks so good, and I am so very hungry. Oh man, come on. Oh no, it isn't. yeah. Let's go. Hey. That's right. It's the one and only Bobby Bone. Of course, none of these small town spotlights would happen without the Charlie Clark Automotive Group. Now we're going to go see that fantastic car. We're going to dance with Bobby. I'm going to have your full forecast. We'll talk about the storms that come in for the July 4 weekend. All that coming up in just a little bit. Monica, Andy.
Robert and Bobby Bones, of course, having way too much fun out here on our Small Town Spotlight series. We were talking a lot about pecans and being prevalent here in the borderland, but also something here specific to Anthony and another type of cultivation that we see a lot in Anthony, Texas, as well as Anthony, New Mexico, are grapevines.
Yeah, that's right. And so Anthony has one of the most amazing wineries, especially in the Southwest. And so I feel that Anthony has this place called Sombra Antigua Winery. It is top notch. So I hear. I haven't been. I want to make it out there, but let's learn more about it. Check it out.
Anthony's been interesting because it's been growing and emerging. When we moved here first, it was a non-incorporated city. The vineyard you see here is actually the oldest commercial vineyard in New Mexico. Of course, New Mexico has a really long and incredible history in wine. Our most popular is a sweet red.
So these two in particular I grabbed because one of them is our most popular dry red. It's not the driest that we have, but it is a grape that is very, very known to this part in particular. It's almost 300 years old.
We do an awful lot of events, weddings.
So we usually try to have a new musician every single weekend so that we kind of change it up as often as possible.
We're seeing a lot of food locations coming in we didn't have before. I mean, we're funny up here because we can go out and celebrate that we have a Whataburger now.
This area has gotten much more lively with all the businesses in the area, especially our own. We have become well known for not only our wine, but some of the musicians that we have.
We have an awful lot of return customers, like return every week. And so it's, we enjoy it. We love it up here.
Luckily for us, we've had enough customers that we've relaxed them to the point where they're comfortable drinking wine however they like it, so long as they're having a good experience, they know they're doing it correctly. Highway 28 has come to be known by the locals as a wine trail. We get a lot of customers who will either start here or end here just because of how easygoing it is.
It looks so amazing. I love the fact that we're able to highlight both Anthony, New Mexico and Anthony, Texas, that in Anthony, New Mexico, and it just looks amazing.
Absolutely. I'll say this, and you know where I'm going with this. If we were in Hatch, I'd be asking you red or green.
True.
We're talking about Anthony, New Mexico, so I'm going to ask you red or white wine.
I think I would go with red. I like the sweet wine.
Okay.
What do you like?
I'm typically almost always red wine. However, it's been 110 degrees, so I feel like I've been dabbling a little bit more with the white wine.
Oh, really?
Just trying to maybe have it a little more refreshing. I don't know if there's actually any science to that, but hey.
I don't know either, but that is incredible. And you know what? Right now we kind of want to pivot over to Tawny Davis. She's with a very special guest, the mayor of Anthony, and his name is Anthony Turner. I love that.
Hey there, Tawny.
Hey guys, like you said, I am with Mayor Anthony Turner. Now, Mr. Turner, tell me, what makes Anthony, Texas so unique?
Honestly, the people. The people definitely make Anthony unique itself, and just everything that's wonderful about it. We're a small community, we're a small town, but big dreams and big aspirations. We, as well as our sister city of Anthony, New Mexico, are the leap year capital of the world, believe it or not.
And so we were talking earlier about some of the outreach programs you all are having. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, yes, as far as outreach, we also have community events coming up and things of that nature. Speaking of which, the Leap Year Capital, we are planning a Leap Year event for February of 24, but we do have the 4th of July parade coming up. We also have an Anthony Fitness Night out coming up in August. We don't have the exact date, but we will have vendors, food trucks, and fun times.
And thank you so much, sir. It was so nice talking with you. Hope we could come back another day. So I'm going to send it right back to you all.
Thank you so much to Tawny and the mayor, and that was so interesting. I loved everything he had to say.
A lot going on here in Anthony, Texas. We have a lot more to share with you too about Anthony, Texas and Anthony, New Mexico as we continue with our Small Town Spotlight series, but we do want to get to our news of the day in our studio in West El Paso. That's where we find KTSM's Shelby Cap. Shelby.
Andy and Monica. So let's go ahead. We'll send things back on over to you in a few moments. But to start off, two former New Mexico State men's basketball players and the father of one of the players will receive a total of $8 million as part of a sexual assault and harassment lawsuit settlement with the university. Now, KTSM learned this on Wednesday, and court documents show that former NMSU player Deuce Benjamin and his father William Benjamin will receive $4.1 million settlement from NMSU, and Shakiro Odenewu will get his own settlement payment of $3.8 million, and it must be paid to them by July 31st. As part of the settlement, the New Mexico Risk Management Department will be covering the $8 million settlement cost. Now, NMSU and the 5 former NMSU coaches and players named in the lawsuit do not have to admit to any kind of liability. For more, go ahead and head on over to our website, ktsm.com. And the bond for one of the alleged shooters in the Father's Day murder of Gabriel Martinez at Tim Foster Park was reduced today. Zamari Theus was one of the 2 defendants in the case, which prosecutors allege was a drug deal robbery. The prosecutors allege Theus and Anthony Zubia arranged the deal via Instagram and planned to rob Martinez. Now, the El Paso County Jail magistrate lowered Theus's bond from $1 million to a $300,000 split bond. Now, Theus is ordered to stay at his mother's house in East El Paso and not partake in drugs or alcohol. And that was a look at your top stories. We'll be right back after this break. You're watching KTSM 9 News at 5.
injury victims. Call my office today at 915-544-5200.
KTSM Real-Time Traffic, the Borderlands' most advanced traffic system. Avoid collisions, construction, and obstructions daily with KTSM Real-Time Traffic. Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderlands' only certified broadcast meteorologist.
Of course, these small town spotlights could not happen without the Charlie Clark Automotive Group. And of course, that's why wherever we are, it doesn't matter if it's in Tornillo or all the way over here in Anthony, Bobby Bone will be there. Bobby, are you ready to step out of the air conditioning?
I'm ready.
I think there's a group out there that's ready to clap.
The heat is on. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. And all right. Let's do it, ladies.
Come on. Go. Yeah. Let's go. Hey.
Okay, everybody, we had a couple of little pinpoint showers. We're in for some thunderstorms tomorrow. Here comes your forecast.
All right.
Here comes your exclusive 9-hour forecast for Thursday. We'll still be under that heat advisory with a high temperature of 103 degrees. The big change, we'll have a chance of scattered late evening thunderstorms to cool things down. Highs so far today, 106 Juarez, 102 Alamogordo, 103 Las Cruces, and 104 for El Paso, but moving in the right direction. As that dome of high pressure breaks down, it will open the borderland up to isolated showers and thunderstorms by tomorrow evening. Expect at least a slight chance of a couple of pinpoint showers in Las Cruces and El Paso this very night. On your allergy forecast, 5.9 for Friday and 5.6 for Saturday. High temperatures tomorrow, 99 Alamogordo, 99 Deming, 103 for Juarez, and 101 Van Horn. Tonight for you, Las Cruces, 72, a heat advisory, a few clouds, and a chance of pinpoint showers. Tomorrow, high temperature, 101 degrees, heat advisory, but a good chance of scattered evening thunderstorms. 80 low temperature at the airport tonight with that pinpoint shower here or there possible. 103 the high temperature for tomorrow with evening storms. Now only KTSM gives you 9 full days of weather. I'm removing the chance of storms on Friday and Saturday with highs of 101 and 100. But the threat of brief heavy rainfall on Sunday with scattered storms, 98 the high. Evening thunder showers Monday and 97. And on the 4th of July, 100 degrees with evening storms. Will warm right back up on Thursday and Friday. Everywhere I go now, all across town, Bobby, they see me and it's like... All right, Jesus is the owner of Rollin' Smoke Barbecue right here in the heart of Anthony. Oh, come here, Bobby. No, seriously. It's time to get serious. I think.
Nice.
What do we got here?
We got a pulled pork sandwich with some mac and cheese.
Oh, that is delicious.
Smoked mac and cheese, baby.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that pulled pork looks so tender. What do you think?
Really good.
Yeah, look at the tenderness of it, the juice. What about that special sauce?
We call it the blue magic sauce.
The blue magic. Oh, yeah. Do tell.
It is magical.
Oh, it is magical, Bobby.
Look at that.
Okay, all right. We've got to go. We'll eat later.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back with more KTSM 9 News in just a moment.
Rockford for around $249 per month. See your El Paso Las Cruces Buick dealers.
Welcome back. We are, if you are just tuning in, we are live on location today in Anthony, Texas at Rollin' Smoke Barbecue. Getting a 2-for-1 here as part of our Small Town Spotlight series as we are highlighting both communities here in Anthony, Texas, as well as Anthony, New Mexico.
And you know, Andy, I've been having so much fun here. It is so cool. The vibe is amazing. And when I tell you, I guess today I just discovered that this is such a tight-knit community. So for example, the owner, the wife's owner, she is co-workers with my mom. They're both teachers. And then the owner, my fiance went to high school with him.
How about that? Very,
so
small world type of
I
thing.
didn't know that. So it's just so amazing. And I love the owner. He is such a humble man. Knowing him for the brief moments that I have known him, he's just fantastic.
Also doesn't hurt that he certainly knows how to make some barbecue
and
as well.
Amazing tea.
Yeah,
you already had it, right?
Yes, very, very good. Let's tell you a little bit more about Rollin' Smoke Barbecue. This is where we're at, of course, right now. And just to give you some background, it opened its doors 2 years ago with this establishment, but they've been serving this community for years. And as Monica mentioned, community comes first here for Rollin' Smoke Barbecue. But when they were first serving and first started out, they actually had it through a food truck. They now have the actual building here, which is where we're at right now, and they have a full bar as well. And the owner telling KTSM that all mortars are cut in the moment to ensure freshness and great taste. You can see that right there. You get the juiciness there, the way that they're doing that all on the spot when it's made to order.
Oh my God, you know, that sounds so delicious. So like you said, obviously they do not only serve amazing food, but they provide a lot of jobs here in Anthony. To tell us more about it is Tawny Davis with the owner. Tawny, take it away.
Hey guys, I'm here with Jesus Carrasco. Now, sir, tell me, what made you want to get into the barbecue world?
I started doing barbecue. We had a fundraiser. We were class sponsors here at Anthony ISD. We did turkey legs was our first item. And we did them for the first time and everybody loved them. So that's how we started our barbecue business as a fundraiser. We were giving back to the community.
And so a lot of people who know barbecue know that the style of barbecue is very important. So tell me about your specific style.
We do a Texas style, salt and pepper. We do on an offset smoker. We use nothing but wood, no propane, no liquid, no electrical, just the old school style.
And how long does it take to cook like a brisket?
My brisket takes about 18 to 20 hours and we let them rest for about another 4. Right now we got brisket already for tomorrow. I mean, our fire doesn't turn off to Sunday.
And tell me, like, why is it so important for you to be a part of your community?
Well, without the community, we wouldn't be here because they're the ones that would support you. So that's the reason we're doing this today, for the community. We got everybody involved. Today we gave everybody a free pulled pork sandwich as an appreciation.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for talking with us. Looking forward to your future for you, and I'm going to send it right back to you all.
Thank you so much, Tawny. I love what he stands for, which is community. So I love how the community has come and embraced him. And look at this beautiful restaurant.
And it's packed right now. Something that he was telling me earlier, they're actually not typically open on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
So everyone that you're seeing right now came here
specifically
for this reason.
That's
so something
amazing.
that was really, really cool. We got much more to share with you here coming up after this break. You're watching KTSM 9 News, Small Town.
business or your home. Premier Windows and Doors ELP. Best prices in town.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we are at Rolling Smoke in Anthony, Texas. It's been so much fun. I've had a blast. Thankfully, we still have another half hour of this. And Andy, we have some really amazing people behind us.
Yeah, we got a preview with Robert. This is the Texas Storm, the 16 under. They're making it to Nationals week in Chicago, Texas. So best of luck to all you ladies. Looking forward to that, and looking forward to the clap. There you go, right? Robert's on top of it here. As Monica mentioned, we got a whole half hour coming up at 6 o'clock. Make sure you join us then.
See ya.
Hair, makeup, and men's grooming sponsored by